Talk to me.
That nigga blew his knee out and kept going, bro.
Talk to me.
Nigga, I'm in a visa with this nigga Will Smith. I just showed this nigga this shit. That nigga said, man, I ain't never seen nothing like this.
Nigga, one of one.
One of the greatest moments in Bay Area history.
Yes. In hip hop history, nigga, culture.
I love you, bro. I love you just for having that platform for shit like that to allow to even happen, bro.
Oh God.
That's all I wanted, dog.
Alright, dog.
I just called to tell you that. Nigga, keep killing this shit, nigga.
Stay safe, brother. Love.
Alright, love you, boy.
Crazy. Will Smith. That was casual.
Nigga.
Shit, they do it the same day.
Let's do it.
That's how dumb niggas
Nigga
be.
been waiting. No plan on nothing.
No plan on nothing. Let's just
go, nigga.
He like our Mozart, but he said, "Fuck it, I don't want to do the corny ass like classical shit. I'm gonna do it the rock way."
You know them?
You know what I'm saying? Like
You don't know
Frank
them?
Zappa. So
You ever
like,
been to Hyro Day?
Yeah, I
Okay.
performed at Hyro Day.
All right, so this deal from Hyro.
I don't want to confuse you with, but like, yeah, like Frank Zappa, that nigga though. Like, so you know what? With you know when niggas came with
Hold
the.
on.
Okay.
I'm
sorry, boy. Alright, boy. I'm sorry.
Niggas start drinking and get touchy. Y'all fuck with you.
Okay.
Being on my stage, brother.
Alright, man. Alright. I ain't trying to attack you.
Yeah. Nah, it ain't no attack. It's all love. I'm just letting you know.
I ain't trying to attack you, man. I'm sorry, boy.
Good. No apology needed. I mean, you start off independent naturally, right? Because nobody want to sign you when you start. So just by nature, you independent. I think the best start is like your craft. Work on your craft. Make great songs first, because if that don't exist, you really gonna have a hard time doing everything else. You feel me? Like a great product, a damn near. That's 50% of the work.
Exactly.
You feel me?
Well, I know like a lot of artists.
5% of
A lot of artists don't know how to get their residuals, like the different ways of receiving residuals from the work that they do.
Yeah, I mean, it's like once you kind of in that lane and you putting it out, it's so many avenues to go collect money, from publishing, streaming, royalties, sync, shows, features, interviews, podcasts. You know, like I created, man, giving royalties, selling royalties in your songs, selling stock in your songs. You could sell percentages of any revenue form you make. Like I'm allowing people to invest in, say you know a backyard show coming and you like, man, I want to put up $2,500 to get a return. We could work that out. You feel me? Like once you start creating revenue streams, you could then use that as an asset to leverage. So everything you do as an artist is a leverageable asset once that shit start making something.
Right. So did you have an attorney that helped you set up all those things, or did you set it up on your own? How did you know? How did you
my
figure that
first
out?
LLC was just, going on YouTube, figuring it out. First one, my cousin hooked me up and got me set up, and then from there, like every deal I've done, I negotiated on my own. I've yet to use an attorney for anything beyond 501c3 and shit, but when I talk Def Jam and everyone I've gotten an offer from, I did my own negotiations. I just read. I went and read books and I studied. If I don't understand something, I call Stretch or call Wendy Day, used to call Hovain, but I negotiated all my own deals.
So you're a genius. Basically.
I'm just a black man.
Yeah,
On the record side, I've done a deal with Russ, for a one-off. I've done a deal with NPR for a one-off. I've done distro deals with Vidya. I just did a deal with Hitmaker Distribution. So I do deals on the record side.
But that's different than the tour
completely different.
Yeah, right. So what's the difference in the two deals?
A record deal is masters, and then the touring deal is shows.
Right,
You feel me?
right.
So every time you got different forms of assets, they each leverageable. So like I said, if I do merchandise, I can go to a merch company and do a whole separate deal that ain't got shit to do with my masters.
Right.
I can do deals on
No,
the master
yeah.
side that got nothing to do with the touring shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
And so now you have a platform where you can, like I seen on there, you had stocks. And so how did you set that up? Like how can someone buy stocks with your platform?
Man, it was a random idea one night. You know, me and T was brainstorming at the crib, and I was like, man, I've been giving royalties to like all my homies and my family. I'm gonna start selling them because people will want to buy it if they hear a song they love, right? So we start off with a Google form. A nigga just create a Google form. You go in, put your offer, put the song you want. I respond after we negotiate. I enter your split into the distribution system just like I pay my homies. Like anything he film, he get a percentage of. So now somebody say, hey, I want to spend $500 for 3% of this. I put them in, and then for the rest of their life, they get a 3% of whatever royalty is generated from that song.
That's
Right.
crazy.
So that's pretty dope because that blueprint right there is going to change the whole culture. That's going
Smart,
to do to the
boy.
culture.
I think it brings it balance. I think it brings the balance back to the artist where it should be. You know, there's no reason as an artist you should have to fight somebody for your art and for your rights. You know, they take niggas' names.
Right.
You know, like a name. Lauryn Hill had to change her name to Miss Lauryn Hill to release music.
Hey, it's far side, you know what I'm saying?
But I also get it. Artists got to be accountable too because you can't keep taking these people money and expect them not to take nothing.
Exactly. Like
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, like, hey.
It come with it. Repetition. Repetition.
Okay.
I mean, Kobe practiced so much that the finals game felt just like practice. You feel me? So for me, it's like when I'm creating, I don't have too many moments that's like, I try everything. You know, like I know that I'm so good that if I go up every now and then and do this and miss, that's all right. Cause I made, you know, I know.
You're not worried about the misses.
Right,
you
right.
more worried about what you
Exactly.
making.
I'm very, very adamant on preserving my legends and the people who paved the path for me to do what I do. And the people who, the reason I do hip hop, you know, I used to walk in my mama room.
Hip-hop.
I used to walk in my mama room and see a poster, a Richie Rich album cover. You feel me? I used to be in the car and hearing that's what I ain't gon'. So it's only right for me to go show him the game the same way he gave enough game for me to do what I do now. Same with 40. I had to go pull up on him and lend my pen and help and lend my sound and my beat, you know, as much as I can. I got it when he say, hey, I want you on this show, I'm gonna go sell them tickets and make sure niggas know. Like,
Oh, wow.
I think that's necessary.
Putting in positive music. Well, how do you feel now with your catalog and when you perform? And how does that make you feel?
Man, everyone that greets me like they know me forever.
Right.
You know, and it's through that. It's through the music being so transparent or just bringing them so much joy. You know, if your music making niggas smile, when they see you, it's going to be hard for them to feel any other way. And that's usually how we greet it no matter where I land. You know, airport, everywhere I step. It's that amount of love. I feel home everywhere I go, and I'm taken care of and I'm protected everywhere because of that energy that we put out. You know, even on my bad days, I'm never like, I don't put it on the people. I still stop and tape it. It's very seldom that I'm even like, nah, I can't do pit. You feel me? Like, very, very seldom. I get it. I understand it, you know, especially as a nigga. Like, I've never seen a famous person when I was growing. It took me a long time just to realize I was famous. Like, niggas used to keep saying it. They like, bro, you famous? And I'm like, no. You feel me? Because I'm such a regular nigga and I'm still home and I'm still grounded in where I am. But I get it now, so I never try to deny people of that experience, because I know, I feel it, but I'm protective of my space, like, you know, coming in, like, I have to be, because, man, they'll take every bit of gold I got.
All right. Well, we're gonna wrap it up. Thanks for coming out, bro.
Come on.
Appreciate you, bro.
Gratitude. Y'all
Going
have
up,
a good
bro.
Yeah.
Definitely,
Can I
hey,
get a picture of y'all?
you're a paradigm shift, bro. You are a fucking paradigm shift.
Everybody go back once you win them over. You know, you gotta earn a nigga going back to album 1. I got 35 plus albums. So, but everybody eventually goes back because everybody want to know where it started once they get to that point where they like, fuck. You know, some people, I remember I was putting out shit and there was a guy on Twitter who was like, man, this shit ain't it. This shit ass. I remember a year later that nigga retweeted and was like, I stand corrected. This nigga been on the run. Sometimes you just gotta let shit develop. Everybody won't love everything, but it's like, if you don't love me by game 1, you might love me by game 82. And if you don't love me by game 82, it might be my 10th year in that you finally find something that hits you and resonate. It ain't for everybody. Everybody ain't vegan. Some niggas won't, you know.
What collaborations you done recently with artists you feel like kind of either opened you up or opened up things
Man,
for
I
you?
just did this shit with Busta Rhymes. That's like, it's finna get
yeah, I
him
seen
back.
when he
It's
was on
finna
the
get
boat.
him
Yeah,
back
yeah,
in a
yeah.
way.
You did
I
work
love
with
working with the OGs and just giving them one that they could come back and get they shine on. Like Richie Rich having a moment
That was
again.
dope. That was
Juvie
dope to
finna
see
go.
him,
He
man.
finna have a moment again. Me and Payne got some shit. Like, I love getting in the studio with them. Rick Rock.
What about like Hit Boy?
And getting them to see that spirit, you feel me? Because like the energy we bring into the space don't exist no more in hip hop. It used to be fun, but for these niggas, every time we leave the studio, they like, man, this is how I used to feel. So obviously that left, but for us, man, you come to the studio with us, you gonna have the best day of your life.
Right.
So you ready to flame on all the time? It's go time. Rhyme.
Man, my shit don't turn on. Right. I just, me and Rick Rock was just in there. You'll see. Hey, you feel me? It's like my shit unlimited. You know, sometimes I can make 15 in a day.
I think your stuff's so innovative, bro. Like, honestly, very, very innovative. And how you're taking your content behind the paywall, right, with your subscribers and stuff, so you're not just dumping your stuff out there, right? And that community's turning into its own channel, right, of sorts, right?
You have to have your own home.
Right. That's right. I think that's
thing,
amazing.
Like YouTube and Spotify and shit. Like we was building everybody else's home, but with our shit, it was like this our home.
Right. And then, but that's your viewers and
Even.biz, our community is through there.
So it's
I'm
not
a
like you have your own
co-founder in
website.
Even. Yeah.
Right. So that's the website.
Yep.
Okay. So that's
Yep.
and that'll be someone else's website they could turn their
They
own.
could build their own.
subscription based.
Do we
Yeah,
use
exactly.
a Substack right now to like build like a community website, like a website alternative to just put
Platform.
stuff on
Yeah.
YouTube?
But like for your own platform, you created your own platform.
Our own.
It's your own platform. So you're in control of the fans, you're in control of all
docs,
that. The data.
concerts,
Right, your analytics.
everything,
Any
live
content.
streams. Like we can live stream direct from our own platform and
Right.
shit now too. So
And when
I bought the
when you
Hit Boy
do
shit off
shows,
there.
do you ever sell tickets for people to watch at home?
like the
Of your
live stream tickets,
stream
we've done that a couple. We've
Yeah,
done that a
tickets.
couple times. Yeah,
Yeah.
I stopped doing. And then we be doing it for free too, like for the rehearsals and shit. But I kind of stopped doing it. But yeah,
Part one. Yeah.
we be
Right.
fucking around every now and then, getting it in.
Well,
I gotta get to it though. I can go out this way.
no.
Love.
Hey,
How you feeling today?
I'm well. You heard?
All right, hey, my first question today is Fairfield the Bay Area?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. You know, Fairfield is family to me. Like it's right there by the V. They 20 minutes out, and they contributed a lot of sauce to the culture. We done had Taji Spitz and Rick Rock and a whole bunch of legends come out the Flats. The Flats is home, nigga.
Yeah, all right. So all y'all saying Fairfield ain't the Bay? But yeah, all right. So I noticed that recently you be fucking with more up and coming artists. Like you brought out Ray-Bans, you fucking with Miles Minnick and shit. So what leads you to tapping in with artists that are more up and coming and type shit and bringing them out?
I just like niggas doing dope shit. Dope people doing dope shit. If I see it and I don't really be knowing who up and coming and who not. I just see dope shit. Sometimes we find artists who ain't got no following. You feel me? And I just love it. If I love it, we gonna make it happen.
Yeah, all right. All right. And then so you tapped in with Miles Minnick recently too. That's
Yeah.
kind of a different change in type of music and stuff, but it's kind of popular.
How
right
so?
now. Because the Christian rap, I noticed the Christian rap has been kind of emerging recently more. It's been more Christian rappers coming up. And of course, it's a different subject matter than like typical rap that you see coming up.
But Mal's talking about life.
Yeah, yeah.
If you listen,
yeah,
he talking
yeah.
about the same shit I'm talking about. Only difference is he say God.
Yeah, exactly. But what made you tap in with Miles though?
That he just been pushing this line, and I keep seeing him. I ran into him a few times just throughout my journey. I seen him early when he was young Bailey, and I've just been seeing him grow. And it's like, man, I'm the type of nigga when I see something going, I just want to help and cultivate any way I can and be a part of what's happening. And he been putting in that work. You know, I'm somebody, I celebrate people who work that hard to get to where they got to get to.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Last question will be. In today's time, what's the biggest mistake that NorCal artists, younger artists are making that's holding them back?
Not being authentic.
What you mean?
They're being inauthentic. Like, where the music, everything, you know, I met several artists that don't match their art, you know, and it's going to be very difficult for you to go far if you're inauthentic, because the energy that you cultivate is going to keep haunting you, you know, and eventually the time is going to come where you have to be yourself. And if that version of you is not what you presented yourself as to the world, it's just gonna be conflicting for your audience, and you're gonna lose. It's gonna be hard to sustain. It's hard to wake up every day and put on a mask, because you're a human. It's one day you're gonna wake up and forget and just run out the house, and they're gonna be like, oh shit, where's your mask? And you're gonna forget, you know. So it's like, man, just show up as yourself and make the art that you truly want to make, and be the person that you truly want to be. And if you be happy with having less as yourself, if that's what it leads to, but it's seldom that it does, man. You could really, everything could change. Just be authentic. I think that is the grand key. Like, we get in a lot of the music that we get is because niggas is trying to be somebody else or copy somebody else's sound. That's why we can't get new, fresh sounds, because niggas aren't being authentic. If you be yourself, there's going to be certain shit that only you can do as you.
Yeah, all right. So you got any last messages for the people? What you got coming?
Nope.
To let people know? All right, that's it. Leave it at that. Hey, that's
what
all
made
I
you
need.
start this platform?
Shit. All right, it's kind of a long story, but I'll get into it. So really, I've always been into blogging, and I've always just, like, back in the day, I would make little blogs about like the video games I would play and shit. But then I also started getting into hip hop scene. So during like 2016, it was like the SoundCloud era, and so all these rappers were coming out the woodworks. But also this is before I made my page, but I would be going outside to parties or going to college, going to school, and I'd just be meeting hella rappers out of nowhere. And I was like, oh, this is dope. I could just go outside and meet rappers on, like, look at them on SoundCloud. Oh, this is cool. So I made like a little list of all the rappers I knew, and I was like, I made it on a blogger, but it was getting no attention because I wasn't like promoting it. I was just kind of doing it for fun. But then, so COVID hit, and I was about to graduate college, and I was like, fuck, I need a internship or something. I need to do something after I graduate, and no one was fucking with me. I even applied to Thizzler, and no one was fucking with me. I was like, fuck, all right, I gotta build my own leverage, do my own things to like give them a reason to fuck with me. So then I was like, all right, what if I take this idea, bring it to Instagram, and then just post every day, post people, whoever, just post whoever, yeah. And then that's how we got connected too, because I was posting him back in the day.
Hard.
That shit was, yeah. So now it's like, all right, fuck it, we here. I gotta keep this shit going.
What kind of shit you be posting?
Shit, everything rap, Northern California. Really, it's a focus on the underground though. So like the artists that don't.
What kind of shit do you be posting though?
Is it still the rappers under 10K?
Yeah, but I have expanded. I post more bigger rappers now, but I do keep it like pretty much I do city by city. So like this is like this who's rapping in Vallejo, or like this is rapping in East Palo Alto.
I can't give it to him. He ain't doing a Thizzler where he just posting. He'll post everybody. But he does post everybody. Yeah. But he don't exclude though either though. Like,
you really, be like charging for posts?
He show love.
It depends though, really. But like if it's something dope, then I'll just fuck with it. Or if it's something,
I was going to tell you that too. It is fire that you do post alternatives and different. You don't just post that murder, kill shit. And I appreciate that, because it's like, nigga, we don't need to just. That's all we be seeing.
But whatever y'all want us to post, we gonna post.
Like that's all
Sorry.
we had for so long.
Anything y'all send us, LaRussell, is good.
Make a difference in people's lives.
I mean, you just.
Children right now.
I think all art should mimic life, and in life there's positive and negative. So it can't be. It's no fucking way you got a page full of shit that's like that's the only life that exists.
Yeah,
It don't make
exactly.
sense. You feel me? It's gotta always be blended. That's beautiful.
You gotta
Yeah,
show
they
everything, the good, the bad, everything.
You do. You do.
When you come
No.
back to do a track,
Fire.
when you gonna come back and do a track?
I got an offer link in my bio. Put that offer in. I can pull up and get it right. Come on, I just ran y'all down.
No, you gave it right.
Yeah, I ran it down. I'll easily come back. Put the offer in.